Hello everybody, welcome back to another video from HSTV, and in today's video, as you can see by the video title, I'm going to be showing you how you can become a master of digital note-taking using Samsung's Book4 360. Now if you haven't already, please go check out the unboxing video and my note-taking review so you know about all the features that this device has on offer. And yeah, this one's a special one for all the students out there. Now, if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, first of all, go and subscribe. Second of all, my name is Heen Shamaz and I'm now a 5th year medical student here at the University of Edinburgh. And as you know, this channel is all about productivity. So, note-taking is a big part of medical school. Let's see what this device really has to offer. Now, Samsung claims this to be an all-in-one device, but what does that really mean for students? Well, the first thing that I'm thinking of when I want to buy a device for medical school is what sort of apps is this device going to offer me? What sort of kind of productivity-based things can I do on it? And you know, note-taking is a really big part. So in terms of apps that this device offers, we obviously have Samsung Notes, which is available for free. We'll be talking more about this later in the video, but if you have a Samsung ecosystem, then this device fits right in because you can sync your notes across all your devices. Now, it used to be available on Windows PC, but unfortunately it's not anymore. So this is really your Windows PC equivalent, and it's good to see that Samsung Notes is available on there. Now, along with Samsung Notes, even if you kind of don't use that, you do have other apps such as OneNote. Now, Microsoft OneNote, as you know, on the Tab S7 Plus, was a bit rubbish, to be honest, because the compatibility was not great. Whereas with this book, you're actually just getting a normal PC experience. As well as this, there is other cross-compatible, cross-platform compatible apps such as Notion. Now I've used Notion a bit more this year, but again, great for organization and productivity and note-taking. It's like your typed note equivalent of Samsung Notes, but maybe a little bit better and more complex in some ways. So really, for me, like Samsung Notes, Notion, OneNote, I think that's like a very good combo for medical school or for any students, to be honest. So in terms of actual apps, the Microsoft Store, it offers many more. That's just 3 that I've named there. And then apart from that, you can also use more web-based platforms as well, such as Notion, for example. You can get the app for that too, or other platforms like Anki or whatever you wish. Alright, let's talk about Samsung Notes. You know we love Samsung Notes here on the channel. We've done a lot of videos, but they were all based on the Tab S7 Plus. Now, Samsung Notes on the Book4 360 is pretty much the same, except you get this like PC-like version instead. And I think Samsung Notes as an overall app, it has a lot of really great features to offer, especially as it's free. There's no subscription, there's no one-time cost. It is literally free on all your Samsung devices, so I highly recommend that you at least give it a go. I think it's pretty user-friendly, so even if you're coming into digital note-taking for the first time, which is what I was doing it back in 2020, it has a pretty easy learning curve. Like, it's quite user-friendly, I think. Samsung Notes itself is syncable across all your Samsung devices, so you don't have to worry about not having your book with you. Even though this is a really portable device, even if you don't have it with you, like with a click of a finger, then you do have it on your phone if you use a Samsung phone, or a tablet if you have a Samsung tablet. So that is one really powerful feature. Now, apart from that, Samsung Notes pretty much offers like all your handwritten tools from different pen types and shape tools, lasso tools, erase tools, you name it. Samsung Notes probably has it. There's a lot of customizability as well, from choosing you know, your folder colors to your page templates and page colors. And along with that, if you do want to organize your notes in a particular way, I think it does a pretty good job of that. You can have lots of different folders. The Samsung Book4 360 actually comes with an S Pen, if you buy it in the UK anyway. Now, I've seen some of your comments on my review videos saying that the S Pen isn't in the box, and I think that might be the case for some countries, but I'm not too sure. In the UK, thankfully though, if you buy a Samsung Book4 360, it comes with an S Pen in the box, and this is brilliant because it gives you that opportunity to take handwritten notes. And for a lot of people who are moving from paper notes into digital note-taking, it can be a very steep learning curve trying to learn everything. But there's something about having a pen in your hand that gives you that freedom and that control of feeling like, you know, you are able to take notes in a very similar way, except now your notes are digital, meaning you can organize them better. And that's one of the big things about digital note-taking and why I shifted as well, because the amount of content that you have in some of these university courses is immense. It's out my mind how we managed to cover it. So that is the strong point about digital note-taking. But for someone who's not done that before, which was me in 2020, having an S Pen really makes a huge difference. Now this S Pen, it actually doesn't need to be charged because there's no Bluetooth link as such, okay? So I know in like the Tab S7 Plus, you have to charge your S Pen and because you have all those gestures that you can do, the air actions, whereas in the Samsung Book 4 360, you don't have that feature, so your S Pen is literally just like a stylus and there's not much more to it. So it's very easy to learn, easy to use, and you can just take it out and just start using it. Now the good thing is it does have the button. Now that button is quite good because you can still use it to kind of erase on Samsung Note. So it gives you a little bit of efficiency there, but all your other air actions, they're not compatible on the Book 4 360. Now remember that along with your S Pen features, this is a 15.6 touchscreen display and it's gorgeous. It's really, really nice because I'm one of those people, I love getting my hands in, okay? I love being visual. That's the kind of learner I am. So to have that touchscreen features, it just adds this other layer of productivity where I can drag and drop things, I can multitask and really make use of that screen. And because remember this is the 360 model where you can actually flip the screen over, it almost acts like a tablet sometimes as well, which is another thing I'm going to come on to in a bit because yeah, although we love note-taking and this video is all about note-taking, remember that for this to be an all-in-one device, you have to get the entertainment out of it and everything else that you want from an all-in-one device. And continuing on in terms of productivity, the device does really well. So this in particular is the 16 gigs i7 version, and I think you need this. Now, when I was in the store trialing out the i5 model versus the i7 model, I felt a difference between lag. And I felt that the i5 would really slow down after a few months of usage. And that's why I went for the i7 model. Now, some people might think that's a little bit overpowered for kind of normal student activities, but I think because the device is offering so many features, it kind of needs that extra processing power. And the i7, along with the 16 gigs of RAM, does that because the device hasn't slowed down in the past 6 months that I've been using it. Now this means that I'm able to do things really quickly and efficiently and I'm not having to wait for things to load. Of course Wi-Fi plays a part in everything these days, so as long as you've got good Wi-Fi, the actual processing speed of things you want to do on the device is really fast, and that's really important when it comes to productivity because you don't want to be sitting there waiting for your apps to load. Now, there's no right or wrong when it comes to note-taking. Everybody has their own unique style and our brains all work in different ways. For me, it's all about being visual, using mind maps, creating lots of connections, and actually using a variety of different apps because handwritten notes don't work for everything and typed notes also don't work for everything. So for me to have a lot of versatile options that are quick and easy to use and to learn is very important, and I think that the Samsung Book 4 360 does have a lot to offer and it is a really great all-rounded device for students. Alright everybody, well that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed and you are somewhat of a master in digital note-taking. Now after watching this video, go ahead on your Book 4 360 if you already bought it and try out some of these things that I've shown you today. Try out different apps and really develop your own style. You know, my note-taking is not the same as it was in year 1 and it's probably going to change in the next 10 years as well. So note-taking is something that's very unique to all of us and really we just need a device that allows us to show off that creativity. So I hope this video has been useful for you. Let me know your experiences down in the comments and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.